Initiating podcast download. Prepare yourself. Put on your spandex. Lace up your boots. Wrap your wrists. Hide your razor blade. Head to gorilla position. Grease up your hair. Apply baby oil. Okay, apply more baby oil. Get into gimmick. Keep your ears open and your mouth shut. Have fun and be safe out there, brother. Welcome to I'm on Wrestling. Now your host, Gregory Iron.
Hello again, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Iron on Wrestling with Gregory Iron. I'm your host, Gregory Iron. This is episode 235, and it's our annual Alpacy Awards. We welcome you all to the Alpacy Awards. We'll be crowning some winners in various categories, and we'll be recapping the year that was 2025 in professional wrestling. A lot of ups, a lot of downs, and we have lived somehow to talk about it. I'm glad to be here with you as we close out the year. And
pardon the interruption.
Okay.
Aaron Bauer's in the Christmas spirit.
Are you?
Yeah, because it's
Okay.
over. Something you'll never be.
All right. Hope you feel better about yourself.
I do.
Okay.
Hey, how's things going?
Not bad.
Huh.
How was your Christmas?
My Christmas was good.
Oh, wait, I'm just assuming you celebrate Christmas. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, well,
I
you
know
know
only
what?
this year we could say Merry Christmas again. It's been rough for this country.
Well,
Previously,
you
we
can
could
be white again.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
You can never be right, but you can be white.
Okay. Sounds good.
Also, I wanted to let you know that this Christmas, I made a special commitment
Really?
to myself.
Oh, I thought it was going to be to your boyfriend. Not that there's anything
Kindly
wrong with
leave him
that.
out of this.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Sorry, he's out somewhere wishing that he was getting his butt cheek punched, but go on. What's your commitment to
So,
yourself?
Yeah, I made a commitment to myself that I'll stay out of everybody's business following today. Because
Okay.
I have a hard-hitting question I'd like to ask you.
Oh, boy. What's the question?
Did you meet her on Tinder? Or was it Bumble?
Who?
Oh, this lady friend that I know you've been sneaking around with. Sneaking around over the border.
The border of Ohio to Michigan?
Wow! He's coming clean, everybody.
It was Bumble.
Okay.
Bumble.
Yeah.
Bumble. I got a good track record on the Bumble.
So she's from Michigan.
Yeah.
But her parents, now they live in Colorado, is that right?
No.
Boulder?
No, they went to
Colorado?
visit Denver, Colorado, where
Did they?
where her sister lives.
Huh. Oh, her
For a
sister
holiday.
still lives there?
She does.
Still living?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. What's the insinuation here?
I'm just wondering. I know what happens out in Boulder, Colorado.
Okay.
Do you remember Mork and Mindy?
I
That's
do.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where were
Before
they
my
from?
time, old man. But
Yeah.
were they from Colorado?
Boulder,
Okay.
brother.
All right.
I'll have to look that up. I don't know. I'm just
Okay.
kind of
yeah.
making
Just
things up as we
making
go here. I'm
things up.
workshopping.
Well, you better make up some awards today for the Alpacies.
Oh, I got one for you.
There's a lot. What?
Nothing.
I don't know what that means, but my Christmas was pretty good. I want to tell you that. I want to tell you that I got a lot of gifts that I really enjoyed. I spent some time with what are you showing me right now? Mork and Mindy, the classic sitcom, was set in Boulder, Colorado. Okay.
Boulder. I just met her.
I don't think that works.
Nope.
Yeah.
That's a bad one. Can you just go back and edit that one out? I don't
Nope.
want people to think I'm unfunny.
No.
People will start thinking that you're hosting the show twice. Oh, the unfunny guy's on now.
Oh boy.
Both times.
Anyways, I spent time with my brothers.
Oh.
I spend time with my girlfriend, and of course, I made my yearly Christmas Day visit over to the Garganos. And I gotta say,
Yeah.
I really go out of my way to make sure I get Johnny and Candace some pretty cool items for Christmas, and little Quill as well. I got him a lot of Mario Brother Legos.
Yeah.
And I got Candace a Macho Man Slim Jim thing from the gas station.
Did you get that?
Yeah, I got that for her.
Oh my gosh! I tried to buy one. I went to the gas station.
They're a hot commodity.
Yeah, she's like, "There's no way." She's like, "That's a wrestler."
There's
That's what
no
this
way that's a
woman
wrestler.
said.
Okay.
And I went, "Yeah, that's the Macho Man." She goes, "Well, he's dead."
Okay, so
You
then
know,
just
Hulk
give me
Hogan,
it.
Hulk Hogan, he's dead too. And I said,
He
"Really?
died.
Really?
Yeah.
He's the Hulkster passed away? I thought he was immortal." And she goes, "No. Remember that time he wrestled Andre the Giant at WrestleMania?"
Who could
I
forget?
said, "Yes." She said, "That was before he died."
Right before Andre passed away, yeah.
No, but I mean, that was before he died. Well, of course.
Yeah, wouldn't
Like,
re-
no, that was after he died. Oh
Yeah,
man,
they couldn't get him to wrestle each other while he's alive, so they worked out a thing with his family where he could wrestle the dead corpse.
So this woman at the gas station, she goes, "You can't just like get those. You know, that's specifically for this gas station." And
Yeah.
I said, "Well, nobody got to know.
Right.
It could be our Macho Man Slim Jim container."
Yeah.
And she said, "No, there's no way I could." Well, how much? Are you talking like 120? And I said, "For one?" And she said, "Yeah, that's what they go for." And I'm like, "Wait a minute. How do you even know? You didn't even know who this was for a second."
Yeah,
And-
well, she works at the gas station, so she knows.
Yeah.
And it's look, before I knew the actual value of them,
Yeah.
there were many times when I would go into the gas station when they first came out, like I think in like 2021, and I really debated because they wouldn't sell them to me
Uh-huh.
on late night road trips. I was ready to just walk in and just walk out with a Macho Man I
Yeah.
didn't give a shit. I was just gonna take. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Take this Macho Man Slim Jim. I don't care. I'll never be back here again.
Yeah.
I'm just taking this.
You were the type that used to steal gas when you were a kid, weren't you? When you got your license. I
I-
bet you filled up, what was it called, Gas and Go?
There were no places available for me to just steal gas. I will
Oh,
say
you're
though,
too young. Yeah.
I won't say the location.
Uh-huh.
But one time when I was a poor younger wrestler, I went to BP and I gave the guy at the counter like $4 for gas because I was that broke, and I was like, I just needed to get by with this gallon. And I'm like squeezing the gas in, and I'm not paying attention. I look over, and it's like at like $24, and I'm like, it's still going. And then it went all the way up to 40. And once it got there, I was like, well, I'm just gonna leave now, and I just left. So I did technically steal gas once. So I think they accidentally put 40. So I took it. I had to do what I had to do so that I can now have a podcast for you fans. Like if I wouldn't have stole that gas, who knows if I would have made that booking and where I would be today.
No, I never stole gas, except for I'd say there was a good 6-month stretch where I didn't pay for gas. I believe I was in my early 20s, and I had enough money. I'd just go up there, and it was so easy to do because you didn't have to prepay. And the only reason I did it was because I filled up my tank one day. I put the nozzle back on, and I just drove away. And then I realized, I never paid for the gas. And I turned around and I started driving back, and I thought, I'm just going to keep going.
Yeah.
Like, because I don't even think there were cameras like out available like that back then.
Yeah.
We're talking mid-90s, late 90s. And then I went on a good run of about 6 months.
You're on the run.
Yeah, well,
Wow.
you run out of gas at some point.
Sure.
And I remember I went and put gas in, and I took off, and I went down the wrong way on a one-way street.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. And I had to turn around because there was no way to get out of there. So I had
Yeah.
to turn around and drive back past the gas station. And there were 3 employees standing outside of the gas station. They were writing down something. And I figured it was
Oh, no.
make and model and the color of my car, whatever, license plate. So I pulled in, and I go, craziest thing happened, guys. Totally forgot to pay for gas. You guys should do something where people have to pay first and then go in. Anyway, what was the damage?
So you're the reason that the world
That's
is
me.
like this now.
Yeah.
Wow.
That and the Somalians.
I'm sorry,
So,
what?
The Somalians.
Come again?
No thanks. Once is enough for me. I'm pushing 50.
Okay. Well, hey, that would be a good segue into our cameo, which we'll get to in a little bit, because
give
yes,
you a cameo.
we're talking about cameos again because of one person in particular. And if you've been following the news, you know who we're talking about. But so I got Candace the Slim Jim thing.
Oh, yeah.
I got both Johnny and Candace a giant. Are you ready for this? You'll
Yeah.
probably remember them also from gas stations when episode 1 came out, and I think they did it for episode 2 and 3.
Star Wars.
They had giant R2D2s.
Yep, I had that.
Had what?
Is it a big container?
Like the cooler?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you did work at
Tiger Rudo worked at Pepsi at the time, and he used to bring me all kinds of stuff from. I hated that movie though, so I kind of just dispersed it wherever.
Yeah.
It wasn't a top priority when I was moving.
Well, I found one in perfect condition, and
Yes.
so I bought it for them. And
Don't tell me how much it was actually, because it'll just make me sad.
I
now
will
that
tell
know.
you how much they go for online,
Yeah.
which is not what I paid for it.
You paid much more.
If you get it off of eBay, it's like $500 to $750, but I definitely did not pay that for it. But it's in perfect condition, and like it was originally used to store the Pepsi, but it's got like a drain in it because it's
Yeah,
not like a
yeah.
standard cooler. So you could store whatever you want in it. So I figured it could be a cool item for their garage or whatever. And I got Johnny a couple vintage Shawn Michaels T-shirts, like from his old, I think it was TWA in Texas.
Yes.
And I got him a medium-sized vintage Shawn Michaels Wrestling Academy shirt. Very hard to find, specifically in his size. But he countered that with a bunch of good gifts for me. But the one I want to talk about, which is interesting that this is the one I enjoyed the most, considering what we've been talking about the last 2 weeks. Not only did he get me a John Cena's Last Match T-shirt, okay, because he was there for John Cena's last match.
Who was?
Johnny.
Oh,
Johnny
oh,
and Candace
John
were both
Cena?
there. Well, John was there for his own match, but
Yeah.
Johnny and Candace were
Oh,
there.
okay.
Johnny appeared on camera in the opening with Shawn Michaels. And in my stocking, as I'm pulling this out, he goes, "This is something that very few people are probably going to have."
Yeah.
I'm going to show you a picture of it. Not one, and I'll post this on social media at Iron on Wrestling. Not one, but two from John Cena's final match back in catering. They were, check this out. What are they?
Jorts? Maybe that's a keychain or something?
Those are jorts,
Yeah.
but it's a
Cookie?
cookie.
Okay.
And
yeah,
then
I
it's
can tell now.
and that's a "You Can't See Me" cookie.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
these were cookies made specifically in catering for John Cena's last match, one of which is a pair of jorts. And so I was like, wow, that's pretty ridiculous. And then
It's nice that he got you both, because if you just had the jorts, kind of, you know what I mean? It's the "You Can't See Me" that
Yeah.
lets you know that it's actually John Cena's jorts.
Yeah, and
that
so-
he wore during that match.
that specific
Yes,
cookie-
they're edible.
yes. Okay. So now I bought the John Cena Saturday Night's Main Event poster,
Yes.
hoping that his last match would be good in general, which it was fine, but the finish sucked. I'll die by that feeling. But I have the shirt for the last match, and now me and Christy were looking up to salvage cookies and keep them forever. You could put resin on them so they don't deteriorate or anything.
Oh,
So
live resin?
I'm sorry, what?
Live resin?
What does that mean?
Okay.
I'm missing the joke.
It's not a joke.
Uh,
You're a joke. Your whole career
That's
is. Go ahead.
true. Going on 20 years of just
Resin is.
mediocrity.
Is it resin or rosin? Which one do you have?
resin?
You have resin?
Resin?
Okay.
What is rosin? I don't know. I'm missing this.
You're into some crazy shit, dude.
Anyways,
you should
I'm
ask your boy Rebus.
I'm trying to preserve the cookies, and I'm
Yeah.
gonna maybe put it in like a nice little shadow box, put it on display. But yeah, 2 cookies from John Cena's
Like a
final
frame
match.
type of deal? People could look at it?
A shadow box.
Yeah.
Which
You know
is a
anybody that
frame.
makes those?
No.
No.
Do you?
No, I mean, I don't know. I just wanted somebody that I knew that could make me picture frames for all these weird-sized posters that I have. Go ahead.
I don't know the
Yeah, you don't.
Joke.
I bet you.
Are you talking about my ex-girlfriend's
What? No.
brother?
What? Why would I bring that up to you now?
Seems like a
I
weird,
know you're in a
I don't
very
even know if
good
we've ever,
place right now.
Yeah. My ex-girlfriend's brother did make custom frames, which he was supposed to actually give me last year for Christmas when we were still together. And then instead, again, I'm not being selfish, but I was looking forward to the frames. He gave me a $20 Cinemark card,
Now,
which
was
is
that-
which is different than a custom built sized frame for my photograph.
Yeah, but now was this before or after you said you wanted to anally penetrate him, or something like that, or just make out a little bit before?
I did make a comment
Okay,
like that
okay,
to
yeah.
Hannah or something to make her uncomfortable. I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, that was the lead up. I knew at that point.
The lead up to us breaking up.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you drove me. You and I went up to the dollar store to pick up some batteries.
Yeah.
And you read me the entire thread, and I was like, "So you said you were gonna have sex with her brother?" And she said she didn't appreciate that, and then you continued to say it.
Yeah, because
Oh,
it
okay.
became a bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
'Cause
For who?
Because like,
Was it a bit for her or just you?
Well,
Well, you and then me.
I think it would have been for both of us if she had, a decent sense of humor. Yeah, it would have been great. Which, like, again, I'm not going to say that I didn't have good times with my ex-girlfriend. Which, as I'm talking about this, it's crazy that I feel like in this year alone, I don't know about you, but I feel like I lived like 5 or 6 different years because the year started with like one person and ended with another, and then like in between, like after I broke up with that person, I start therapy, and then as I start therapy, I then get injured. So now I'm injured, and I'm writing a book while I'm going to therapy every single week, and questioning whether or not I'll ever come back to wrestling, and like making connections with other things outside of wrestling, but like with wrestling sort of attached. And then, I come back to the ring towards the end of the year here, and it's just, it feels like a lot happened this year.
I think a lot did happen,
Yeah.
especially to you, and I'm glad you made it through in one piece.
Well, I mean, I feel like a lot happened for you too. I
Well,
mean,
a lot happens to people. A year is a long time. People say time flies. No. Life is long.
but I mean, this year did fly. I mean, some of the stuff that we're to talk about today, I didn't even realize that it happened this year. It feels like it was like 10 years ago, but also yesterday.
When I was coming up with the Alpacies, I had this whole thing for the New Day for their heel turn. I was going to give them some award, an Alpacy for it.
Yeah.
And I couldn't remember, was it this year, last year, or 3 years ago? Or
Wasn't
whatever.
it last year? This month?
I have no idea anymore, so I just left them out. Sorry, New Day.
Okay.
Sorry,
think it was last
Ko-Fi.
year. I think it was last year. Yeah. But before we go to the all the other Alpacys, I wanted to start with this one specifically. I think the Alpacy for most embarrassing person, without question, unless you could think of someone else more deserving.
We're going right into it?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought maybe we'd have I was thinking like a theme song or something.
Okay.
For the Alpacies. You got anything you
Uh,
can just whip up real quick and
let
pull out?
me dig through here.
You just whip it up and pull it
They
out.
put in the CD.
CDs?
Yeah, you like CDs?
Oh, I love CDs.
CDs, nuts.
Where at?
Ladies and gentlemen, the official theme for the Alpacy Awards.
From the moments that tore Greg's pec and broke your heart, to the match where Cena sold his soul, best wrestlers matches, and Ben Boone pull apart. Raise a glass or throw a chair. This is wrestling, it's not fair to
That's right. It's the 2025 Alpacy Awards, and the first one is going to most embarrassing.
I thought you were going to play a song.
No, I just did. I
didn't hear it.
Played a song. You're deaf. You're freaking deaf.
So deaf.
You're not. No. Anyways, unless you have a better winner for this, my vote for the winner for most embarrassing in 2025 goes to. Drum roll, please. Ric Flair.
Woo!
Very, very embarrassing 2025 for Ric Flair. If you recall, there were some rumors that he was he was getting so drunk that he was shitting his pants in local Florida bars. Quote from someone: "Does Ric Flair keep coming to the restaurant and shitting himself? Man has shit himself like 6 times this year. Drunk as fuck at bars and other restaurants. He gets thrown out of water, street places all the time. Anybody in the service industry having to deal with the shit too," stated a post on Reddit. And on top of that, we talked about it on Patreon. He got into a situation with Devin Hannibal Nicholas, who does have a little bit of a following on YouTube, but I guess not much on social media.
The great Hannibal Lecter. He'll have you for dinner.
That's a different Hannibal. He's posted on Instagram for no reason that he had to do this. He could have just let it go. He said, "I'm sorry, Hannibal," or whatever the F your name is, because no one cares and no one ever will. Someone sent me this, and I thought I would give you a clue about how you're perceived by the general public. Now, this is because Ric Flair went rogue and started talking about how Hulk Hogan died of street drugs, which has not been proven to be true. And Ric Flair continues, "These are not my words. They are comments about your laughable opportunity to be anything but full of shit. I actually have more information, but I'll save you from the embarrassment. Have a great weekend. Hope you're watching football like I am. FYI, 2,000 followers. You're such a stud." Like, really very petty behavior. But on top of that, the most recent news comes from the fact that Ric Flair has been giving embarrassing cameos for over $500 and really ripping people off. And I guess to, sum it up with this, well, let's just play the first cameo here. What, you want to hear it?
Yes.
Okay, let's take a listen.
Adrian, Nature Boy here, man. Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, limousine riding, and private jet flying. My friend Adrian has been having a tough week. He's a hard-working guy who owns several small businesses, and some haters are giving him some shit. Well, tell them to kiss your ass. Would you encourage him and tell him he is loved, which obviously you are, by your brother Wade, your family, your friends, cooks great steaks, and are great at video games. My brother, don't get shit from everybody else in life. Life, we own our life. We own our world. Unless they can kick your ass, tell them to go fuck themselves. God bless you, brother. Stay strong and keep being a man.
Thank you.
Woo! Whoa!
Yep. Hey, I think that was a pep talk. That was a
Yeah,
pep talk.
yeah. Well, I am very inspired right now.
Yeah.
Inspired to stay straight and sober.
Yeah. So,
Thank you,
hey,
Rick.
go fuck yourself. Also, God bless.
Yeah.
Clearly drunk out of his mind, and that's been one of the complaints about his cameos. Was like, people are paying like for a standard fan cameo, it's $500. I don't think anybody's actually taken him up on this offer, but for a business cameo on there, which is used by businesses, obviously, so you charge more, he's charging $10,000, and he's recording these cameos, for the most part, blitzed out of his mind inside local bars and restaurants. And I could see why people would be upset about receiving cameos like this.
Oh, for sure. It's I find the humor in it, but I find like $28 worth of humor in that. You know what I mean? I could pay somebody. I'd pay Ric Flair $30 for something like that.
Yeah. It's definitely not worth $500. I want to play the one for you that has been going viral. This was actually from April, but it's just now.
Who's April?
The month of April.
Oh.
It's just now hitting the internet.
Woo! To my man Eric.
And I was with
From Tina,
Evan and all that.
Fam,
And when I left
and the military boy.
my house after Red Dog,
Woo!
I went home.
I guess it's a beautiful gift. I'm not sure why. Oh, bachelor gift. Gotcha, man.
It was already.
Eric is a tattoo of your famous.
Yeah, if you're already.
Woo!
It makes sense.
God, Eric,
You were there. I was like,
so many women do. So more to do
thanks
with.
for no thanks.
Now he's getting married. Oh my God. Why would you get married, motherfucker? It's the worst possible commitment you could do. Because as of the day you get married, 50% of everything is hers. I don't care how beautiful she is. Stay her girlfriend. It's family, Tina, and the military boys. Want to wish him the best of luck. Matt says diamonds are forever, and so is Ric Flair. And that's the God's honest truth, brother. I'm a diamond. I'm forever. I've overstayed my welcome, and my name is Ric Flair. Woo!
You know what is still cool about Ric Flair?
What's that?
Just the name. Ric Flair.
That's about it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Nothing else about him anymore.
Yeah.
Got all the shit on his forehead. I'm sure he has some kind of. Did he have skin cancer?
Skin
Is
cancer.
that what
Yeah,
that is?
I think he keeps
That's
getting-
not gig marks, right?
No, because
Yeah.
so it's terrifying because if you get like just a small tiny speck of skin cancer,
Yeah.
I mean they have to completely slice you open to get
Yeah.
rid of it. It's disgusting.
It hurts.
So yeah, so it's like you gotta take care of your skin, man.
Yep.
It's real bad. But
Well,
like,
I don't know what he's doing to take care of it, but I can't imagine he's taking care of anything, especially not his liver right now.
I'm a diamond. I am forever, and my name is Ric Flair. That's good to know. The best advice I got out of that, which again, this was a birthday gift slash pep talk. Men, if you're considering getting married to your woman, just stay their girlfriend. You just keep being their girlfriend, and you will be fine.
Right.
You don't have to give 50% of everything.
Do you think he shit his pants in this one?
He might have. I mean, there were still people around.
We have a president of the United States who absolutely despises alcohol unless he's selling it. Put his name on it and sell it.
Yeah.
But everyone says he's not drunk and he just shits his pants all the time. Is there something about the age? Who's older?
Trump, I think's
Okay.
got him beat by a couple years. Yeah.
Do you imagine being older than Ric Flair?
No.
Because he just looks bad right now.
He looks bad, but it just like again, I think when you combine the way that he completely, utterly embarrasses himself on a daily basis, it's kind of ridiculous. I want to read the review on this cameo. It says, after spending nearly $1,000 to have someone my brother admired enough to have tattooed on him, wish him luck on his wedding, I would have expected Rick to at least browse through the notes ahead of time, not read it word for word for the first time.
I almost say because he says something in there that
He goes, not sure why this is a wonderful gift. Oh, it's a bachelor thing. Gotcha, brother. Like what? Okay. Most definitely not tell him he's making a mistake and to remain a girlfriend because he was so fucked up he could barely speak right. What would have been a great gift ended up being the worst thing he has ever been gifted. Unbelievable. And here's my thing too. I don't think you could you can request like a refund on these cameos. Like if however they decide to do it, that's it. And I feel like Cameo should have a policy where it's like, hey, like this person can't be like blitz or like go against like whatever you requested or like make it awkward. I don't know. Like I don't know what the rules would be for that, but like to buy a $500 plus Cameo and for it to end out like this, it's that's pretty brutal. I'm gonna play one more for you.
please do.
Nature Boy here, shouting out Jeffrey Cole from the Cole. Want Ric Flair's best trash talk. I wanted to flip out on Jeffrey. I want him to be mean, and I want a lot of woos. Do not hold back. Well, Jeffrey, I am the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, limousine riding, private jet flying, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, son of a gun that's about to take Ashley right here home and make her say woo.
Woo!
And my fiance here to watch. Just kidding. Anyway, brother, turning 54, you're just a kid. You better be able to come at least 3 or 4 times a day yet, okay, buddy? Keep the girls happy. Keep them smiling. You can't make your girlfriend go woo 3 times a day. You're out of the ballpark. Keep being the man. Keep being the nature boy. I got enough medicine in me to last another 100 years. Jeffrey, happy birthday from the nature boy. Woo!
Before you start,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
number one, the specific request was for Ric Flair to talk shit on this guy.
Talk trash. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
There was no trash talking.
No.
He just hyped himself up.
Yeah, but
Okay.
but also, I mean, what stands out to me here is like the fact that he told a 54-year-old man that he should be able to come 3 or 4 times a day,
Yeah.
which seems a bit uncomfortable.
For who?
Just anybody listening, really.
Yeah.
And I would imagine he made those girls feel uncomfortable too. Like the girl that he shows on camera, that's behind the bar named Ashley. She is probably 55, 60 years younger than Ric Flair,
Yeah.
for sure. So, yeah.
There was another part of that too. That at the end there, I can't remember. There's too much going on with this guy.
He's got enough medicine in him to last him another
yeah.
100 years.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you. Do you think he shared any of that medicine with Hulk Hogan? Because he proclaimed it. That's how Hulk Hogan died.
Only if it was a street drug.
Okay. So
We
that's
don't
a
know if this
medicine
is a
that
street drug.
Oh,
Yeah, okay.
We have to find things out.
So I
We
feel
need-
like we need to start going back to Cameo to see if these people are making bad cameos, because Ric Flair, these are some of the worst we've ever played on this show. I mean, the only thing that tops it is when Buff was coincidentally drunk and or high making those cameos, which the one went viral back in the day because his face was black and blue, and now of course Buff
we were
is
there.
Buff is in a much better place now, and he's got his life together. Even with the leg amputation, he seems to be happy and healthy. And I guess now that we got the most embarrassing out of the way, let's take a break.
Yeah, everything else is downhill from here. We should
Yeah,
just
well, there
give
might
this-
be some uphill stuff.
Okay.
When after we come back from break, we're going to cover some more Alpacies for the year of 2025, and also look back at the year that was right here on Iron on Wrestling. Hey, the holidays are over, but you still need to give yourself the gift that keeps on giving, and why not do that with artwork from Juan Ortiz and Of the Dead Designs? He could bring anything you want into the universe. Perhaps maybe a logo for your big or small business. Perhaps maybe some artwork of you and your friends and family around the Christmas tree, but also on clouds. Just any type of art you want for yourself, for a loved one, for someone that you previously loved but don't love anymore, and you're trying to win them back over. Anything you really,
Right,
you
and
really
then
want.
you could get a design made of them and their grandpappy fishing on clouds in heaven like the good old days before he was dead. And then you just keep bringing it back up to her over and over again, Greg.
Yeah.
And she's like, why would you get me this picture of my dead grandfather that just makes me cry all the time? And you're like, but I still love you. Not ready to go out on another Tinder date. Well, or you could do something else. Like maybe get, I don't know, artwork of, and you can put this on a flag if you want. I know how much you like flags.
Okay.
It could be, let's just say 2 clouds. Gregory Iron opening Christmas gifts on Christmas morning. No, it's too late for that now. Let's do a New Year's kiss. Gregory Iron Under the Mistletoe with Lawrence O'Donnell.
No, that's okay.
Huh?
That's
No?
okay. No,
No?
I'm fine.
Oh,
Thank you, though.
I think that would be sweet.
But, anything you want from Juan Ortiz and Of the Dead Designs to bring to life, he could do that for a very, very affordable price, even though he's made so many things for many prominent figures within WWE, AEW, TNA, New Japan Pro Wrestling, among other places. So why not save $20 by mentioning Iron on Wrestling on your first design and get you something for the new year? Do it right now. Contact him on Instagram at Of the Dead Designs, Facebook.com/Of the Dead Designs, or go to his website, ofthedead.weebly.com, because Of the Dead Designs, I said it before and I'll say it again, it's bringing artwork to life.
You know what brought me back to life?
The Evan Evans.
Yep. You're exactly right.
Yep.
My relationship with a good buddy of mine and a friend as well. His name's Mike. He's from TNT Health. TNT Health, for over 85 years,
What?
have been offering the freshest gas, the goodest donuts, and they have an ATM open at night. Oh, wait. Sorry, I get my shit confused sometimes. That was, that was Pit Stop Donuts, and they never close.
Yeah, but they did close. Again, I've mentioned this before. when the owner passed away, they did,
Forever closed.
They did close forever. So, kind of false advertisement with the they never close thing. But TNT Health is open for business, and he's giving you all of your supplemental needs, whether it be pre-workout, post-workout, everything in between. I like to use the creatine and the glutamine for my pre- and post-workout. I like to use our organic vanilla protein. Very easy to digest. Mix it with water. It's good stuff. And there's a bunch of stuff that you can check out over there for free. And Mike is going to help you every step of the way. He's not going to sell you just what you need. He's going to help sell you results by helping you get the goals that you want to hit, especially with the new year on the horizon. Mike also helps you track your macros, your overall nutrition, and, he will tinker with what will work better for you as we go along in the process. So, again, free to look, TNT-health.com, better than GNC, better than Vitamin Shop, and save 10% on anything you buy with our promo code IRONON. That's IRONON. Check it out, TNT-health.com. It's about your health today, not tomorrow. All right, we're back, and we are talking about the year that was 2025 and handing out some Alpacies in the process. And lots to talk about. Lots happened this year. And anything jump out from your mind, Aaron, when you think about the year that was 2025?
Well, there's a lot of things that happened in 2025. I think most notably was maybe my choice for the Alpacy for best moment of the year.
Wow, you're starting with the best moment, huh?
Yep, that's where I want to go right away.
All right.
Okay, and I know this was your favorite moment as well. John Cena taps out to Gunther with a smile on his face.
Okay, so you're being a dick right off the bat.
That's
You
not a
know
dick.
that,
That's my pick. So if you did something, then you can pick yours.
in all seriousness, why was that the moment of the year for you?
I just thought it put a nice little bow or a cherry on top of the career over 20 years of John Cena in the wrestling ring. Over 20 years of hustle, loyalty, and respect. And now we'll know forever that we should never give up.
Wow. Well, for me, if I had to pick my moment of 2025, it would also involve John Cena, but I'm going to go with John Cena's heel turn.
Oh.
I do think that when
yeah.
you think of the year of 2025, when you think of most shocking moments, things that you never thought you would ever see, I think the John Cena moment really takes precedence over all others. Now, we could talk all day about how after that, it wasn't that great.
Well,
the
yeah,
initial
but
turn,
this category is not storyline to full completion of the year. This is just moment. So I think that was the moment of the year.
Yeah.
I think the heel turn was right there with the tap out. I could see why you would take the heel turn. So I like that. You know what else I got up there too as well?
Yeah.
Because I did say the John Cena thing just to kind of piss you off.
Yeah, I figured.
Oh, you did. Oh,
Yeah.
you know me.
Oh,
by
you
now.
did.
Oh, yeah, but Greg, me not pick Dominic Mysterio. Him grow mustache.
Pick Dominic
Alpaca
Mysterio for
sh-
moment of the year. What?
No, mustache of the year.
Oh, mustache of the year.
No, actually, I thought he was moment of the year when he won the Intercontinental title, and he's going back to the locker room, and the cameraman tells him to go back to the ring and celebrate, and I just thought that was an incredible moment. Even though he's not a babyface, motherfuckers were loving him some Dom that night.
Yeah, that was at WrestleMania, one of the standout moments of WrestleMania, and that's when I really think the crowd started to turn for Dominic. And shocking that Judgment Day is still together as we march into 2026. I thought for sure they were going to start a breakup around that point, but they did not. And really, when you think of the year that was 2025 and Dominic Mysterio, I feel like he deserves something. I don't know which Alpaca that he should get though. Like he's not most improved because I feel like he's been good for a while.
Good for a while, yeah.
Like what is
Something that Dom should win?
Yeah, what is the Dom Alpaca?
Tendy Lover of the Year.
Tendy Lover of the Year. Well,
Yeah,
I was
he
hoping
loves
for something
tendies.
more in ring.
Pimp of the Year.
Pimp of the Year. I don't know if that applies either.
Okay. Player of the Year.
Nothing that centers around wrestling could you think of a term for? Nothing.
Favorite Wrestler of the Year.
Favorite wrestler. I guess that could work. Yeah, so is Dominic.
I guess he's my favorite. I mean, I watch every time he comes up. Same thing. I got to give this to Orange Cassidy. He's my must-see Wrestler of the Year.
Really?
Yep.
Why?
The Alpaca goes to Orange Cassidy. I just think, like, if I'm hanging out with somebody, you know, like if I'm hanging out with a chick and wrestling's on and she hasn't left yet, I could go, hey, you might want to wait. You got to watch this guy, Orange Cassidy. He wrestles with his hands in his jeans pockets.
Huh.
I think it's cool. I think it's very athletic. It's unique.
It is athletic. That wins over the ladies, though?
I don't know if it's the ladies I need to win over. I'm just showing her, like, it's not all just fake. I mean, there's this real shit here where he keeps his hands in his pockets.
The Raw debut on Netflix had probably a couple Alpacas that we need to give out for that one. I think overall it was a good debut, and it was a big change for WWE, Raw in particular, that had been on, you know, the USA Network and TNN cable television for the better part of 32 years, and now they make this big jump to streaming, and they made it a big time event. It had a big time feel. It was headlined by Seth Rollins and CM Punk in another one of their matches. And maybe winner for most awkward moment of the year might go to, from that Raw debut on Netflix, the final appearance of Hulk Hogan on WWE, coming out to the ring with Jimmy Hart.
Was
Jimmy
that
Hart-
this year? Oh, yeah.
that was this
Netflix.
year.
Yeah, that's
Jimmy
right.
Hart waving the flag, and Hulk Hogan promoting Real American Beer and WWE on Netflix, and getting booed out of the building. And we all know he got booed because last time he was in California, brother, you know, he was running hot with the NWO, and he was a heel. And that's why
what
he
they
got
remembered.
booed. They couldn't get past that. Which again, if you go back and hear our Hulk Hogan Lie of the Week from when we covered that earlier in the year, I believe WCW was in that part, Hollywood-ish California, for shows roughly, I think, 2 times during Hulk Hogan's time in the NWO, and both of which I believe were house shows. So, and that was way back in, you know, like 1998.
Wow.
And, yeah. So, and again, to reiterate, the last time he was actually in California on record with WWE, I believe we looked it up, and it was WrestleMania 21 when they went to Hollywood for the WrestleMania. And he was definitely a babyface because he came out and he beat up Muhammad Hassan.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
So, another Hulk Hogan lie. We had to get a couple more before he passed, which So he definitely gets the alpaca for most awkward moment, unless you have something in mind for most awkward moment of.
I had Hogan, Hogan down, and okay. This is a different category. Go ahead. Yeah, I have Hogan as well. So
Could there be an argument for in competition for most awkward moment, considering the aftermath of it? The Rock making his return to SmackDown to announce that WrestleMania would be in New Orleans. Woo!
Yeah!
And like the crowd was going crazy for it, and then like a few weeks later, it was like, you know what? No, we won't be,
why did that happen?
because they got more money from.
No, I know that part.
Yeah.
Why even announce it in the first place if you weren't 100% sure?
I don't know if they weren't 100% sure.
Wow.
I think.
And somebody else came in and was like, "Hey, we'll give you more." And
Yeah, and they're like, yeah, you know what? Fuck them.
I guess
But it's just
it is
awkward.
weird and awkward.
Anything with The Rock,
Was
not only
weird.
in 2025, but I think technically in 2024 as well. Like, what was the last appearance of The Rock before he came back this year? Wasn't it him coming out at Bad Blood to do 3, 2, and then like?
Oh yeah,
and
and then the throat slash and
the payoff was nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
Inevitably, you might say
I
that's
was
kind of
thinking
awkward.
it was. When he confronted Roman and said, "Where should I sit? At the bar, or at the head of the table?"
Yeah. That was the
That might
beginning
have
of
been 4
2024,
years
right?
ago. I don't remember.
No,
anymore.
it was
Okay.
it was before WrestleMania 40. But I would say probably in competition for awkward moment, but nothing more awkward than Hulk Hogan getting booed, I feel like, and then trying to fix that. I think awkward moment could also go to The Rock on the debut of Raw on Netflix, coming out basically as Dwayne Johnson and putting over Cody Rhodes, who he last was like, opposing, and
Right.
talking about drinking his wine or his tequila. I'm dying.
EC Dub, EC Dub, EC Dub, EC Dub.
Oh my God.
Okay, well, I think that was weird. I'm gonna go ahead.
We're not going to gloss over that just because I was
Oh.
coughing.
Oh,
it was
okay.
it was
Go ahead.
super weird. It killed
Yeah.
the momentum for the story, especially the last time we saw Cody and The Rock together on camera.
Yeah,
The Rock gave him something.
VD.
No,
Oh.
he gave him something in that promo, and we were led to believe that perhaps maybe we were going to get a Rock and Cody match. We never find out what the item is. The next time we see them together, they're like best buds, and they're talking about how they love each other and how
This is-
Cody's been carrying the company. It really
And
killed
Rock,
me.
if he had a sister, he'd let Cody bone her.
I don't think he said that.
I'm pretty sure he said that. I don't know if he said bone. He may have said fuck, but something of that effect. To that effect.
I don't think that happened, but
Yeah, it did.
but that.
Well, I mean,
did
you
not
go back
happen.
and look if you want, but you're always wrong. So
Okay.
never forget that.
Okay.
What do you got for the worst and best title changes of the year?
What do you have?
Which one do you want first? Best or worst?
Let's go with worst.
The Wyatt Six winning the tag team.
Oh, that's your
championship.
worst title change?
Yeah, I
I
think
mean,
so.
I do
You?
think this tag team title run has been very forgettable, and like, man, this whole Wyatt Six and Tongan thing is just.
It's
brutal,
not good.
dude.
I'm glad the Tongans are out there. I like that everybody's getting some kind of work. It really feels like all these clowns should be in NXT, though.
I feel like it's dragging down Solo because I really feel like Solo was on to something, right? Like, I don't know if I was necessarily pumped
How low?
for him. What?
How low is it dragging down? So low.
Anyways, I think he was on to something. Like, I wasn't excited about him being in the main event of SummerSlam last year when he was in Cleveland. But as time progressed and like Solo started to find more of himself and like stop being like this silent mercenary type guy with the bloodline and started being like kind of like the funny dude who's like talking shit to people. I don't know. Like, I found it like more appealing.
Yep.
And I just felt like, okay, I think Solo can be like maybe not the top guy, but he can go in and out of the main event scene. I can see that. And I really feel like this group, this MFT group, has really lowered his stock in 2025. And it doesn't help that Jacob Fatu had such a standout year, in my opinion. Like, I mean, he's the character that I think they wanted Solo to be. And then once you see Jacob, like, oh, this is the real deal, and this is the guy impersonating the guy that we didn't have prior, you know?
Yeah, like they didn't have Jacob Fatu, or he wasn't ready or whatever, so they put Solo into that role. And he did a fine job, but he wasn't Jacob Fatu. And now that we see Jacob Fatu,
Yeah.
we know we need more Jacob Fatu.
Yeah. And I
Yada hada kata kata me.
I'm
Or
sorry,
some
what was
shit.
that?
Well, I don't know what he says. I tried my best.
Do you think there's something to say about perhaps maybe Jacob Fatu getting the Alpacy for Breakout Star of the Year? And we'll go back to your worst title change in a second.
Yeah, we will.
But is it Jacob, or I can make an argument that, you know, based on her ascension on the main roster, perhaps maybe Stephanie Vacquier.
Okay. I give it to Vacquier.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you'd like to give it to Jacob, but I could really see myself giving it to Stephanie.
You saw it firsthand. Jacob called me Zeus.
Yeah, he did.
I'm a Zeus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was right after Naya thought you were special needs Make-A-Wish kid.
That was before.
Okay.
Actually,
Yeah,
thank you
yeah,
very
yeah,
much.
yeah. Well, I can't take all the credit. She made me feel the same way. So.
Anyways, I would say that you're on to something in your opinion if that's the worst title change. But I would say based on prominence, I would say the worst title change of 2025 was John Cena becoming the Never Seen 17, because that Cody and John Cena match was not great, and it was made even worse by the Travis Scott debacle that was involved with that.
Yeah.
And just like, I don't know, there was something about like, I don't think necessarily the dick shot and the title shot, because I do like the simplicity in that, but just the overall match being so sluggish, and then the even more sluggish walk to the ring by Travis Scott, and then just like it ends with dick kick and belt shot.
Yeah.
In an era where it takes like 10 of a guy's finishing move to beat someone, I don't know. It felt,
Cody was only up to 7 on his Crossroads.
yeah. So it was not a great match. So I would name that for worst title change of the year.
Okay.
On the flip side, I don't know what you picked for best one, but I would say John Cena winning the Intercontinental Championship. That would be my best
I love
title
that,
change.
and I have that number 2.
What's number one?
Number 1 for the Alpacy for best title change of 2025. Chelsea Green recapturing the United States Championship.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm not
Mainly because, well, 1, I didn't ever want to see her lose it. And 2, Julia did nothing with that belt.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. They didn't do it.
That had to come off her quick.
Here's the thing, though. I don't think that's for lack of her talent, though. Like, I
Who,
think that's-
Julia?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, nothing about her. I'm not even into her character at all, and I don't get what her alliance is with Kiana Katara.
I don't know if they explained it other than
Business?
in real life, they needed someone to talk
Well-
for Julia. So I think that's where
I would like if they just came out and said that, though.
Yeah, like
Other than whatever they gave us, because I don't remember. But again, we watch a lot of frickin' wrestling. So it may have happened, and at some point, maybe I was in my phone and didn't see the reasoning. I just remember that girl, that's her manager now, or her tag team partner, whatever, Julia's, she came out and she wears like a business attire. And I think she's an agent, but I'm not sure. And she wrestles.
yeah,
Okay.
something like that.
Yeah, I'd like her just to come out and go, hey, you're English. How you say? No good?
Okay. Well,
And then,
well, I would make an argument to say the best title change was definitely John Cena winning the Intercontinental Championship. I wish in some ways that could have been one of John Cena's final matches, because I didn't mind the Gunther match itself, but man, I've had a couple people really try to sell me on that finish, like, and I could see their points of views, what makes this debate so interesting, but I'll never go back on the tap out feeling of like that just shouldn't have happened. But on the flip side, Cena in his hometown beating Dominic Mysterio and having one reign with the championship that he never held at the end there, I think that was pretty cool. And I think Sheamus was probably a little jealous, because that definitely should have been Sheamus 2 to 3 years ago at this point, winning that Intercontinental title, because he had a lot of momentum, and I think a lot of people wanted to see that. But that's not about Sheamus. It's about John Cena. And then, of course, John ended up dropping the belt back to Dom, which I think is going to be long-term great for Dom, which is unfortunate right now that he's out with the shoulder injury. We don't know how severe it is at the moment, but that kind of sucks with all the momentum he had in 2025.
I know. It's like guys, when they get injured and they're in the middle of a hot run, they can never get it back or never elevate themselves.
Well, that's not true.
Why? Give me one wrestler with a bald head and a goatee that did that. Just
Anyway.
one guy that's a BMF.
Do you have a pick for debut of 2025? Debut of 2025.
No.
You giving it to Talatonga? Why are you laughing at that? Is that your choice?
No. I got him fourth. So.
Well, I'm going to say the debut of Penta on Netflix was probably the debut of 2025. Now, I don't think they've done as much with Penta as they could have at the moment, but I think it's inevitable. Something with Penta is going to be very inevitable. With
It has to be. I'm hoping it's not a run in a tag team division with his brother. Because I think Penta's just a singles guy, man.
I think he's a great singles guy. I wouldn't mind at some point him doing a tag run, but I don't think the time for that is now.
Yeah, Usos versus the Penta brothers.
Oh, well, I was gonna say, well, that'd be good, but like, I don't know if that'd be
On
great.
paper. I
On
mean,
paper,
like, yeah.
considering like the
I
tag
think it
team,
would sell some tickets.
yeah, for sure. Which the Usos are back in the tag scene and whatever. But do you have nothing for debut?
I have Penta on Netflix.
You're gonna pick my
Yeah.
Penta. You say
Yeah.
my okay.
Well, I mean, I'll take somebody else if we're not allowed to pick the same.
No, that's fine. That's
Okay.
fine. Speaking of the Usos, Jey Uso had quite the interesting 2025, and he started it
Yeah.
by winning the Royal Rumble, last eliminating John Cena, and there was a lot of backlash from that. But on top of that, in the women's Royal Rumble, Charlotte Flair became a two-time winner of the Rumble, and that also had some backlash, and both personas in some ways had to fight against the fan base, at least the internet fan base. And I feel like thus far, I think Charlotte has kind of triumphed a little bit more than Jey Uso, considering that, in the beginning of the year, it seemed like, man, why are they trying to make Charlotte a babyface? Why did they bring her back with these vignettes where she's totally unrelatable? She did the whole thing with Tiffany Stratton going into WrestleMania, which completely went off the rails, which, again, thinking about that feels like it was 2 or 3 years ago, but it was this year. And they had a decent match at WrestleMania. And then someone had the idea to, like, you know what? We're not really doing anything with Alexa Bliss. The Charlotte experiment right now is not going so well. Why don't we put them in a tag team? And I really feel like it's kind of saved her. I don't want to say save her career, but at least the way the fans look at her, I think she's in a better position now than she would have been if they would have kept trying to go down the single babyface path.
Well, that's why my Alpacy for 2025 comeback of the year goes to Charlotte Flair. And I'm only saying because she had to overcome so much, like what you just said. And then the honorable mention goes to Alexa Bliss because Alexa Bliss was doing nothing. We kept thinking, okay, she's going to be the sixth member of the Wyatt Six, or she's going to be the newest member of the Judgment Day, or like when you told me you thought she was going to be the newest MFT. And I was like, I don't know. And you were like, I got inside information from my boy Johnny.
Yeah. She's got a little bit of the bloodline.
Yeah.
So I can see.
I
that's the
thought that was
Samoan
Mandy.
heritage. What?
Mandy Rose.
I don't know anything about.
Oh, I thought she had some bloodline in her.
She's not even with the company. What are you talking about right now?
Yeah, I forgot.
Okay. Anyways, yeah, I could see Charlotte being comeback of the year, especially she had to overcome that injury that put her out for like 9, 10 months, something like that.
Charlotte?
Yeah,
I thought it was over a year, but yeah, maybe you're right.
She was gone for a while. She's had to overcome that. Her dad's cameos. It's been
overcome those
it's
on
been
a
rough,
daily.
Yeah. But
Hulk Hogan's addiction to street drugs.
well, yeah. Well, I don't think she had to deal with that directly. But
Right. Did you come up with the comeback of the year, or are you good with Charlotte? So I said, do you have one for the best comeback of the year? If not, we could move right to the worst comeback of the year, which I hate doing.
I think I'm okay with Charlotte. But if you have a worse comeback, let's.
No, I have the worst comeback of the year.
Okay.
I feel like a real piece of shit for saying this.
Okay.
Hopefully he'll get his redemption one day, or maybe somebody will redeem these nuts. Eddie Kingston.
Oh, yeah.
Man,
That
I
match-
was
that match
so
back.
hyped for him to come back.
Yeah.
And then I saw it was going to be against Big Bill. And Big Bill looks great, and I think he'll be great in WWE again or something, but there's just nothing there. And then I don't remember that Big Bill was the one who took out Eddie Kingston from wrestling. And there were minimal videos hyping Kingston's return. Anything in the gym, I don't know. People are on social media saying, well, that's because he was never in the gym.
Wait a minute. Did they do something where Big Bill took him out? Because didn't Eddie get injured in a match in Japan?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So, like, why was he coming back against Big Bill?
Yeah.
You know, even if they did storyline, like, yeah, he went to the hospital to see how bad his leg was, but before the doctors could even do anything, Big Bill arrived. Or, I don't know. Give me something. Why is he facing Big Bill?
Yeah.
So,
I don't have an Alpacy for it, but remember at the beginning of the year where Jeff Jarrett announced that
oh
it was
my
gonna be his
gosh.
last year in wrestling?
No, that was 3 years ago.
No, it was this year.
Oh,
And he was
man,
gonna-
what
and
a
he was
way
gonna-
to go out.
He was going to challenge MJF for the title, and then they just dropped that whole thing.
They cussed each other's wives out or something.
Yeah.
Oh, your wife's a skank whore. Oh, yeah, well, she's not as skanky as your wife.
Yeah.
Okay, then, let's have a match for the title. Well, you're old. Oh, yeah? You're not. Okay, and now it's over.
You know,
But
maybe
MJF's the champion again. Maybe Jarrett gets his shot tomorrow.
I don't know about that, but you know, maybe we're missing something with AEW because a lot of people have been raving about the bookings this year. Sports Illustrated gave them all those awards. So, like, what are we missing here? We probably got to watch the product to start.
I mean, I watch it from time to time. I don't watch it religiously or anything. It's been very difficult for me to follow. It seemed like the Gold League or whatever that thing is, that was pretty cool this year.
What the hell is that?
They have some tournament where it's a Gold League and a Brown League, and then the winners of each bracket, but they're not brackets. It's your record after wrestling each one of the guys.
Oh.
And so these guys wrestle in semifinals and then final matches, which in the finals and the semifinals, they were both on the pay-per-view that you missed this weekend.
Yeah. Well, I lost you after you said gold bracket.
Yeah. It's difficult, man. It's very difficult to follow.
What has been the better partnership of 2025? Would you say TNA and WWE or AAA and WWE?
Wow. Well, I see TNA is doing record numbers, if that's accurate. I'd have to imagine AAA is as well. And I don't know that those are all AAA fans. I think a lot of them are like if you were to go to an indie show. And,
Yeah.
you know, like I saw AIW this weekend had Dolph Ziggler.
Yes.
So, like, I feel like if you're a AAA fan and you've kind of been going and every once in a while you may want to go there and you see, oh, the Wyatts are on the show. Well, then you end up going because
Sure.
there's names. So I think they benefited, but probably not as much as TNA, although TNA tends to look like a bitch. They lose all their titles to WWE people. The Hardys held the WWE NXT titles for about 48 seconds.
Yeah.
So they gave them that at least.
Well, I think in general, like, you know, pretend wins and losses aside, I think the biggest victory probably does go to TNA, is not just for 2025, but when you consider the last, 23 years of their history, the fact that they're still going and that their partnership with WWE got them on AMC starting next year.
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty crazy to think about. We haven't even talked about it on
What's
the show.
AMC?
It's the same network that like used to host like Breaking Bad and stuff like that.
Oh, American Movie Classics?
Yeah.
Oh, man, they should have Tony Storm.
Well,
I understand
they can,
different.
but yeah. But they are doing the first episode in the new year, or maybe the second one from Albuquerque, where Breaking Bad took place. So I'm sure they'll have some sort of tie-in for that. Which, by the way, did you see on January 5th for Raw, they're doing a Stranger Things tie-in.
I saw that.
How do you feel about that?
I'm excited. If it was me, in honor of WWE and Stranger Things having some kind of a working relationship, I would like to do something way out of the box. Maybe like eat hamburgers or no. Give me. I think there's been 43 episodes of my favorite show, Stranger Things.
42.
42. Okay. Give me 42 chicken wings. I'll eat those chicken wings.
Okay, I see what you're doing.
What am I doing? Eating chicken wings?
So,
Do I get to pick the sauce?
as this airs on New Year's Eve, on iTunes, Spotify, wherever you download podcasts, but of course early if you're on patreon.com/Iron Wrestling, where you get the episodes a day early and also a buttload of bonus content starting at just $3. So sign up over on the Patreon. Could be your New Year's resolution, right? Have a good Patreon account, maybe even go up to the $25 Animal Steel tier, get something in the mail every quarter from us. It's a good time. It's a good gift for yourself. But so Johnny Gargano challenged me in honor of the finale for Stranger Things. And if you're a fan of Stranger Things, there's been mixed reviews of the last 3 episodes that dropped on Christmas. We are going to hang out. We're going to watch Stranger Things. And
You and me?
No, me and Johnny and Candace and Little Quill.
And not me, though?
I mean, you can come over, I guess,
Where's it at?
at Johnny's house.
Oh, fuck. You're going to have to get that restraining order lifted.
So KFC had a promotion for some Stranger Wings, okay, and we thought it was an everywhere thing, but apparently it's only available in the UK, which is odd. Kentucky Fried Chicken with their Stranger Wings promotion only.
Well, what do you
in
think
United
UK
Kingdom.
stands for? University of Kentucky, dick.
Okay. So I had already agreed to the stipulation that I would have to eat 42 wings in honor of all 42 episodes of Stranger Things and 11 wings in honor of Millie Bobby Brown. So a total of 53
Wait,
wings.
because she's 11 years old?
No, because that's her name on the show.
Oh.
And he thought he could. He said I couldn't eat 53 wings, and I said I could definitely eat 53 wings. And so we're going to put me to the test. And I said, if I could eat 53 wings, Johnny, I need
A contract with WWE.
that would be. I should have said that actually. Now that you have said that out loud,
I'll ask him.
you don't realize how dumb you are until someone verbalizes the thing that you should have asked for. But I instead asked for a something just as good, a custom crown in the style of Owen Hart's 1994 King of the Ring crown with a chicken wing on top, and it would be I would be the king of the wing if I eat all 53 wings. And I also requested just recently a robe as well, covered in chicken wings. So that is my stipulation, if I can be the king of the wing. And if I do not eat all 53 wings, for the remainder of New Year's Eve after we watch Stranger Things. So I don't think we put a time limit, but I would imagine I have until the end of the episode of Stranger Things, which is about 2 hours, to eat these 53 wings, which I think is a good amount of time, to
Oh,
be
it's a
honest.
great amount of time. You should be able to finish it in half that if you're any kind of a man.
If I don't do it, I have to spend the rest of New Year's Eve upside down.
I could have swore you were going to say in a local jail cell.
No, what?
Huh? I just thought it was maybe like the stipulation of Big Boss Man and Mountie, SummerSlam.
You think Johnny Gargano has connections with the Cleveland police that I could just spend the night in jail for not eating wings?
Why would he not?
Why would he?
But all those times that he worked those Cleveland police athletic shows, I'm sure.
I worked those shows too.
Yeah, but they didn't like you. You complained the whole time. Me gotta get out of here. Me like Santa with muscle.
I will say, now that I remember, one time we were filming a commercial for the Police Athletic League,
Yeah.
and I was behind the camera, and the police officer was in front of the camera trying to do the commercial, and as he was, I didn't even really know this guy. I just started gyrating behind the camera to distract him,
Yeah.
and then he said, "Son, you're gyrating in front of the wrong guy." And I was like, okay, sorry. And then, like, afterwards, Walt, the promoter, was like, "Wow, you almost fucked up our thing with the Police Athletic League." I'm like, because I gyrated in front of him? Like, I was just kidding around. Like,
And out of everything, like that would be the thing to get our relationship with the police athletic league terminated.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else that could have done that.
There was nothing.
No,
I swear.
no, nothing. Stop. Alpacys.
Yes.
Um,
I got another one.
What do you got?
Storyline of the year.
Oh,
I have Hangman Adam Page winning the AEW World Title.
shut the fuck up. What did you follow in AEW where you could honestly say that story?
That
of the
dude was
year?
crazy. Then he got focused. Then everybody came out and helped him win the belt.
You're gonna tell me with a
And then
straight face.
then he became friends with his longtime rival Swerve, and now they're dating.
You don't think the story of the year was the formation of the MFTs?
Ooh, the My Family Trees.
Yeah.
The
Don't you mess with my MFTs?
Yeah.
my family tree. What?
You know what?
What?
Solo should get some kind of an award, but you were onto something earlier when you said Jacob Fatu needs an award.
Yeah.
I think I give Jacob Fatu the Alpacy for dude that likes to hide out in the background of people's vlogs, and they never, ever, 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 ever see them.
He did that in 2024, and it was supposed to be a bit, and he did it once. This was in a Johnny Gargano vlog.
So he wins it for 2024 and 2025.
He hid so well that we didn't even see him.
He
in
was
the
like
vlog.
John Cena.
Yeah. You know, I wish I could say that the story of the year was John Cena's retirement,
Yeah.
but I would have to give the Alpacy for that being, again, considering the prominence, I would say maybe the worst story of 2025. I mean, like, I think, you know, I've listened to a lot of podcasts, both before and after this whole thing, and it's like I feel like anyone else somehow could have booked a better retirement tour than what we got. Like, we did get some great moments out of it. Like, if we wanted to go give Alpacys for certain moments in this retirement tour, we could. But the overarching story of this retirement tour, I just feel like was poorly executed, man.
Yep.
Like, it,
They came off of such a great run with stories.
yeah. Yeah, it just kind of a dropped ball. But I will say, you know, when I think of, like, some of my favorite matches of the year, you know, I think of Punk and Cena. I was very thankful to get that again. Very thankful to get AJ and Cena again. Very thankful that after what I gave the worst match, what did we give it to? John Cena and Cody for worst
Title change.
title change of the year. I'd say maybe the best title change outside of John Cena winning the Intercontinental title. Maybe the best match of the year could potentially go to Cody and John Cena at SummerSlam. So it's interesting how in the same year we had maybe one of the worst matches featuring John Cena and Cody Rhodes, and then one of the best matches 5 months later was John Cena and Cody Rhodes. Of course, John Cena had turned babyface, and they went like 40
man.
minutes at SummerSlam, and like the crowd just wanted him to be a good guy again. And
They were getting it, and back and forth action. It was tremendous.
yeah, I would say, you know, dropped ball for 2025. Like superstar who got the ball dropped on him. I would say that's got to go to LA Knight, right? I mean, I feel like there was so
yeah,
much
we
start
could
and
say
stop
that.
with LA Knight
Right.
that it's like, what are we doing here, man? Like love him or hate him, I feel like you got to pull the trigger on him with something, and especially if you've had him hovering by the main event so much that.
What do you, when you say pull the trigger on him, what are you looking for? A world title, a U.S. title, an intercontinental title, a King of the Ring win?
I think
title?
I think he needs a world title at this point. And here's the thing: I think we talked about this maybe in a bonus or something when we talk about guys who never became world champion. You know, we always have those discussions about guys from the 80s and 90s who were like, man, like this guy was never the WWE champion or never the WCW champion. Why? And for the most part, I think the conclusion we came to was, yes, it never happened, but also that person was never really, other than like maybe one time or two times, were they in the title picture. And I think that's what makes you forget that they were so good that they never needed the title because they're never by the title, right? They're always doing something else
Yeah.
important. And I just feel like you've put LA Knight in situations so many times where he's by the title that it's like, well, now he's got to win the title or else he just
Right.
looks like a fucking geek. You know, it's
Yeah.
kind of like the Drew McIntyre situation right now, where like Drew, I think would be a close second. It's like, you know, he just challenged Cody for 3 stages of hell for the first SmackDown in Berlin in 2026. I don't know what the 3 stages are yet, but Drew got to name he got to name the place, he got to name the match type. If Drew loses again, he looks stupid. He needs to win this championship on SmackDown, and I have a feeling that he will because, look, he cannot possibly lose for a 3rd time in a situation where he picked the time, the place, and the stip. He will look like the ultimate moron if that happens. Your thoughts on all
I
this?
gotta agree with you. It's time for Drew. I want Cody to have a sustained title reign, but also they kind of backed themselves into a corner with this Drew thing. I wouldn't mind seeing LA Knight getting a bit of a run too, but I don't think LA Knight needs a world title.
But do you agree
But
at all
what's
with
their
what I'm
secondary
saying?
title? Yes, I agree with everything.
Like, stop putting him so close to the WWE
Right.
championship.
And because when we talk about like DiBiase never winning the championship, really.
WrestleMania 4, and then it's over.
Right, well,
You know what I mean? He's never really
he tries to buy it from Hogan.
Yeah.
He tries to win it from Savage. That's it.
Random sidebar. They were just talking to Bruce Pritchard on Something to Wrestle about, like, if he had to change, like, a prominent WrestleMania main event. And one of the things that he was asked by Conrad when, like, he was kind of spitballing what he would do, he said, would you have done the tournament at WrestleMania 4? And he was kind of doing a roundabout thing, and it just got me thinking all of a sudden when I was listening to it. I was like, man, like, wouldn't it have just been easier to just not vacate the title and have DiBiase just buy the title? It's like, well, you got to put it on the line at WrestleMania and then, like, do something where Macho Man just could have won something, and you, instead of doing that whole bullshit tournament, you just built to Macho Man and DiBiase.
Yeah.
It would have made for better television leading up to that. Like, not that he needed it, because obviously it turned out fine for Macho Man, but we could have created some more emotional investment in the build-up to that. I guess you wanted some question whether or not Hogan was going to become the champion again. You want to build the Andre Hogan rematch. You could have done the Hogan-Andre rematch on that show without it being in the tournament.
Yes.
I don't know, man. Hindsight.
Yeah, you have a point. See, I was blinded the whole time because I love the concept of a tournament. And when WrestleMania 4 happened and it was the whole tournament, I just thought every WrestleMania should have a tournament. I thought that's how it should be.
That's
And
crazy.
Yeah,
I
I
love
think
that.
that was like a Tony Khan way of thinking because he does a lot of tournaments.
He does. He sure
But
does.
I remember thinking they can never go back to just a WrestleMania now.
What did you think was the Alpacy 4 saddest in-ring moment of 2025?
I have, I don't know if this is sad or not, but I had the return of Kevin Owens when he was on Saturday Night's Main Event,
Oh.
and just in the crowd, and the love that the people showed him, I thought was, maybe it's not a sad moment, maybe it's more of a heartwarming moment, but it was like the people were paying him his respect. He left as a heel, so Hogan's logic goes right out the window.
Yeah.
I was a heel the last time the people saw me, brother.
Yeah, he surely got cheered. Coincidentally, Kevin Owens hasn't shared his political beliefs.
Yes.
So,
But he also kind of did in the past. And he's also, he canceled his Twitter account. So
well, I guess, I guess when
he
you're
didn't have to be out there voicing
if
it,
you're a
though.
good human, I guess that trumps all. Am I right? But yeah, I could see how you see that as sad. But I was going to go with Adam Cole, basically announcing his in-ring retirement at All In.
Oh,
I think that was
okay.
very emotional.
Yeah.
And, we still don't know the future of Adam Cole. It probably will never happen as an in-ring competitor again. And
Well, it shouldn't either.
well,
I mean, he's had a lot of injuries, and that we both know this guy. he could do many other things in the business.
Sure.
Not everything has to be. I mean, WWE wanted him to be some dude's manager, Big E's manager or somebody.
Yeah, that was the thing. They did want him to be a manager, which is why he didn't stay with WWE. So that was one of the pitches. No, it was wasn't it
No, it was
Keith
Mia
Lee.
Yim's boyfriend or
Keith
whatever.
Lee?
Yeah.
Yeah. Geez, there was something else I was going to say about. I guess that was a good segue to like we're going to talk about the AEW pay per view from this past weekend on Patreon bonus exclusive. But Kyle Fletcher took one hell of a suplex off the top rope from John Moxley, and when we talk about Adam Cole's injury, he had some injuries in the past, but you could make the argument that the thing that was kind of the nail in the coffin of Adam Cole's career is that bump that he took from Kyle Fletcher, the powerbomb, where his neck and head kind of bounced off of the back of the ring apron.
Right.
And we fast forward, and now we have Kyle Fletcher landing on his head from a John Moxley suplex off the top rope. Watching that on the show, how did you feel about that in the moment? And with all the criticism that's coming out about it online from older wrestlers, how do you feel about it in general?
Yeah, I don't like it. And I feel like we don't have to do those moves. Or they don't have to do those moves in order to get over.
Yeah, I agree
It's
with that.
unnecessarily hazardous.
William Regal was one of the big ones that came out on social media
William Regal came out.
about
I
the
never even
about the
suspected.
injury.
Oh.
You
You think he'd stretch me?
After he kissed Vince McMahon's ass, you had no question.
Well, it was against his will. Vince
don't-
was known to do that.
It wasn't really
No?
against his. That's to be contested. William Regal said, "I stay off here." This was on Twitter. But was alerted to something today that had alarmed me. I don't read any comments, so don't waste your time trying to argue or justify your very wrong opinions on this. I broke my neck twice. 93. He said 993. Okay, yeah. So September 93 in ring in a car wreck in 97, and stupidly never told anyone. And I was taught properly how to bridge and not land on top of my head. It's a skill that maybe 99.9% of people don't know or will ever learn anymore. I kept going somehow, but knew all the tricks that, again, people don't learn now and watch film and just copy. After Masawa passed away from his neck problems, I thought it would stop this nonsense, but it got worse. And whenever I talk to people about them doing it, it doesn't hurt. Believe me, it will. I have people close to me now, Brian being one, who is suffering daily like myself from his neck. It's a daily misery, and sleep every other aspect of your life is more than hard. Although people use the term tough about me, you'll never hear me say that, as I'm not and don't think I am or have ever been. Money or whatever nonsense fame is supposed to be is not worth the pain or supposed 2-evening glory you get from these ridiculous moves dropping yourself on your head. The vast majority of fans don't know the difference between a vertical suplex and a brainbuster, and that's a far tamer move than many I see now. I'm 57 and become less relevant every day, but fame has never been my thing, so most of you doing this stupid stuff are not going to listen to me, but hopefully a few do. Stop it now if you want a decent quality of life after wrestling, because that part of your life will be over before you know it, and wrestling done right is hard enough, but broken necks or death are not something you should think is tough or cool. It's idiotic thinking, and he posted a x-ray of his neck, and it doesn't look great. And, I tend to agree with what Regal's saying. 10 years ago, I was dropped on my head and neck accidentally in a simple spot where I was just supposed to flip up and over and onto my feet, and the guy went to flip me and didn't give me enough momentum flipping me, and I just got dumped on my head. And it's on YouTube somewhere, and I pop up immediately, much like when you hear the story about Jericho doing the Hurricanrana off the top rope to, I forget that Japanese wrestler. I think he was from
Japan.
War Wrestling, and he was working him in WCW, and the dude just dropped him, and he thinks he did it on purpose, and Jericho just gets up immediately out of instinct because his mom is, I believe, a quadriplegic, and he was like worried, oh, fuck, I'm gonna break my neck, but he didn't, and he stood up. I kind of had the same thought. And I just went to the next spot, and my neck does bother me. It bothered me a lot after the fact, and I kept going. And again, that's coming from someone who, for the most part, really hasn't taken neck drops. It's happened on accident, and I'm very thankful that I have all of my abilities now. But as we close out the year, that might be one of the dumbest spots of 2025, in my opinion. And again, if you have the talent, you can get yourself over in other ways. That kind of spot has always been reserved as like the tease of like, can you imagine if someone did that, but not actually do it, right? Like anytime like Kurt Angle did like the go for the German on the apron spot where the guy's holding onto the rope. So it's like, could you imagine if he did? And I think he actually did it once. But you usually don't see that, right?
Right.
Even like as much as like, if it's controlled, it could be really good. But how often do you see both guys going over the top with the vertical suplex spot? Not often, because it's like, it's a timing thing. You know what I mean? Like both guys have to be working together, and it's just like there's very, very little margin for error in mostly everything we do as wrestlers. That margin for error is still the same whether it's on the ground or off the top rope. But if you make that mistake off the top rope, it's even worse. So purposely dropping people on their head from the top rope, not a good life decision. And it's interesting because, I worry about my neck every day. And I've been getting more massages frequently.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, without happy endings. And,
oh, finally.
Like the massages and the stretching, it helps me. I'm getting old. I'm going to be 40 next year. And
I'm a man. I'm 40. You know that?
No.
Okay.
Who said that?
Football coach in college one time. I'll play it for you.
Okay. But that might be a stupid spot of 2025 for me. We've been going long today, but I think it's worth it because it's the Alpacies. What do you think about, in my opinion, Alpacy for return of the year? I'm giving it to AJ Lee. Never thought we'd see her come back. And, of course, she did at, I guess, TKO's favorite pay-per-view of all time, WrestlePalooza. Very original name. Apparently, Triple H and Nick Khan came up with that name. Didn't come from anywhere else. Didn't come from ECW or from an episode of Married with Children. WrestlePalooza sold a lot of merchandise, but it did mark the return of AJ Lee in tag team action with her husband CM Punk against Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch. So I'm going to give it to AJ Lee. It's good to see her back. She looks just as she did, 10 years ago when she was in WWE? Amazing. Time has served her well.
I don't know if I can argue against that. I did have Swerve Strickland. He returned. And Seth Rollins. I think he's number one for me because it was the whole swerve.
Oh, I guess, but was it a good swerve? I mean, we kind of all predicted it.
No, we didn't. Not on this show. Only I was the one.
What? I predicted it.
You said there's no way he's working this because I'm a real worker and I know.
I never said that.
No, you called it. So I did think it was very well done, though.
Yeah.
I like how it was executed. Maybe you kind of knew something because somebody you know is in WWE.
No one knew. And no one told me. No one was smart enough.
You're not that smart.
I am.
Don't let people tell you that.
Most disgusting moment of the year for me, the Alpaca goes to Raja Jackson.
Oh.
Again, that feels like it was a
yeah.
lifetime ago, but that was this year, and apparently, if convicted, he might serve 7 years in prison, but somehow I feel like that probably won't happen.
He might get pardoned.
I think he'll... Oh, God. I didn't pick... I said Cody and John Cena could be argued for match of the year, but I don't think that's my match of the year. I got two choices, and I kind of will just put them both tied. Maybe that's cheating, but for me, I think the two standout matches of the year where I looked at them, and it doesn't happen often, and I had two this year. That was an instant classic. I'm going with WrestleMania 41, Io Sky Rhea Ripley, and Bianca Belair. That triple threat match, fucking amazing.
It was hot, yeah.
And then Evolution, which had no hype whatsoever, I feel like, or not enough hype. I think that whole card was great.
Yeah.
And I think Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley was arguably the match of the year. And, of course, that had the cash in from Naomi at the end. And Naomi ended up taking the title. I think those are my 2 picks for Alpacy for match of the year. Do you have a pick?
I have a pick, but it's not going to be conventional because I figured you'd come up with the workman's pick.
Oh, the
which
workman's
you did.
pick.
Yeah.
Rawr.
So I picked the multi. Oh no, I'm sorry. The mixed nut match.
I'm sorry, what?
The mixed nuts match from this past weekend's AEW pay-per-view, which featured Orange Cassidy teaming with Tony Storm, teaming with Conglomerate members, and then they have a video and stuff now where it looks like an old Saved by the Bell.
Okay.
Their intro video is real sweet. I don't get the Conglomerate. I know that they're just like a bunch of people that have been put together or something.
Yeah, I don't
Maybe
really get it
that's their
either.
gimmick.
Like, are they supposed to be like if I had to compare it to something, it was like it's sort of like remember how the Union was like so weird, where it was
Yes.
like 4 or 5
Yeah.
guys that didn't seem like they should be
Test
together at
and
all.
Mick Foley were together.
And Big Show and Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
Like, what the? Why is this and Ken Shamrock? Why are they a stable?
Yeah. So, yeah, that's kind of what they are, but I know you saw some highlights of that match.
Yes.
Orange Cassidy and Tony Storm look like they're going to be an item going forward.
Well-
as soon as they linked up together to start hitting double team moves out of a dance, like I was like, okay, these two, they got it.
Yeah.
There's going to end up being mixed tag team champions soon.
I think if I went for female best performer on the mic for 2025, I got to give it to Tony Storm.
Yeah.
She is always entertaining, always funny. She's always saying something very outlandish, but she could cut a hell of a promo. She could sell a match, and it's crazy to think that like one of the highlights of this year. It's strange because now she's in WWE. Her and Mariah May was really, really great. You know, that happened this year, but it feels like a lifetime ago, right?
Yeah.
And always good shit from Tony Storm. But I think on the male side, I got to go CM Punk, man. CM Punk always brings it when it's time to cut a fire promo. You know, like starting at the beginning of the year where he was calling Dwayne a bald fraud.
Yeah.
And fast forward to a couple weeks ago where he was threatening Braun Breaker because he was talking shit about his wife and how he was going to beat his ass and beat Rick Steiner's ass and beat Scott Steiner's ass on the 1-year anniversary on Netflix. And it's got to go to CM Punk, man. He always delivers a great promo.
He does. You're right. Except I'm going to give it to John Cena this year because he had so much weird stuff to work with, and he made basically everything work. Even when he was a heel and I didn't want to hear it, he told off some little kid, and then he said he was tired of being their parents. Their parents were never there for them. Also, Randy Orton did a great job when he was the babyface in that feud.
He did.
Can't remember who was the other pick I had. You said Tony Storm. I like that one. Let me see. Samoa Joe always
Samoa
delivers
Joe-
the goods.
Yeah, he's always
But
great.
I don't think he's number one. I still go with Cena. And you said it was Punk, and I
Yeah.
could go with that too.
Yeah.
Punk had an outstanding year on the microphone. Oh, the other one, honorable mention, Drew Galloway.
We went back to his old name, huh?
Is that his name?
Drew McIntyre.
Drew McIntyre, the guy from One Man Band or Three Man Band.
Are you sad that Heath Slater never became WWE champion?
Yes. I mean, or like I feel like Jinder Mahal should have never been WWE champion, and then that would negate the whole. Only one of them didn't make it.
Do you remember how fast that happened? Like in 2016, where randomly he just went from not being on TV to randomly in a 4-way for a title shot to then winning the match to then by Backlash, he just beat Randy Orton.
I just remember people going, websites or whatever dirt sheets are saying, there's word leaking out of WWE that Jinder Mahal's going to get a title run this year because of they're doing business in India.
India.
Or something.
And
Yeah,
and,
okay.
and the funny part is, once they actually went to India for the tour, I think
Yeah.
like the week or two before that, he lost the championship.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, what are we doing here? Anyhow, a few things to comment on. I don't know if they necessarily get an Alpacy, but I think some of the biggest wrestling-related deaths of 2025, I think we would be remiss to talk about if we didn't revisit them for a second. Bob Uecker passed away earlier in the year. I think that was January or February.
Former Western States Heritage Champion. Brutal Bob Uecker.
I think you're confused. with a
Oh,
different
Bob Barker?
Uecker.
It was a different Bob.
Bob
Gotcha.
Uecker, famously for participating in WrestleMania 3 and 4, but also, of course,
Just a bit outside.
he's the commentator in Major League, and he had that role on Mr. Belvedere.
He was the dad.
He was the dad on Mr. Belvedere, and one of my all-time. He was always funny to me, and he's like that. I was trying to describe it to my brother Zach, because Zach, who the fuck's Bob Uecker, right? And I'm
Yeah.
just like, fuck you, dude, and because I'm like, I don't know, he had that like Bobby Heenan like old man sense of humor, right? Like same like I always feel like when I was a kid, I'd always go to like an old guy barber,
Yeah.
and like the barber always had like he was always a comedian like that, right? Just
Yep.
like his corny ass jokes and stuff, but like. Man, Bob Uecker was one of a kind. He lived a good life. I think he was like in his 90s
Yeah.
or something like that.
Yeah.
WB Hall of Famer, of course. Sabu passed away this year, which, I had my interactions with Sabu over the years, got to work with him in the Hammerstein Ballroom, which I will always be thankful for. I got to share conversations with him about Howard Animal Steel.
What a world we live in, right?
Yeah, and we had him on this podcast, and I know Sabu will always be near and dear to your heart as well.
That's right. I love Sabu, man. That's my guy. Watching him, on ECW at 2:18 a.m. wrestling Rob Van Dam in a respect match. That shit was great, man. Sabu was the man.
Yeah.
First time I saw Sabu was Sabu versus Cactus Jack at the ECW arena.
Yes.
In the infamous match where afterwards Sabu threw down the WCW tag title and spit on it.
Yeah.
And he said, this title belt doesn't compare to what I just endured here. It was really good shit, pal.
One of the things that I looked forward to most, which I wish I could find the tape, I remember seeing maybe 10 years ago, going back and watching old ECWs, that there was an ECW fan cam hyping a match between Sabu and Jimmy Del Rey.
Oh.
And I was like, what the fuck? I need to find this fan cam. And then Hobo Joe got it for me for like a birthday present or a Christmas gift. And it definitely didn't live up to the hype.
Right.
And I know it's just a random ass thing to like enjoy about Sabu, but just seeing Sabu and Jimmy Del Rey in the ring together was ridiculous, because I feel like Jimmy Del Rey wasn't the hardcore version of Sabu, but in many ways, Jimmy Del Rey was definitely the hillbilly, unorthodox version of Sabu. So to see them both in the ring together,
right,
stupid to watch. But it's very sad to lose Sabu this year. And
one less person will be at the rib burn off this year in Cleveland. Sabu loved him some ribs.
And of course, the biggest pro wrestler death in 2025 was the passing of Hulk Hogan.
Probably the biggest pro wrestler death of all time.
Look, love him or hate him, if not for Hulk Hogan, we are not doing this podcast without question. Like, I'm sure there would have been someone else that would have been put in that Hulk Hogan spot, but who knows if they would have ran as long and as hard as Hulk Hogan did in the 1980s to make pro wrestling what it is, like pop culture. And you don't have to watch a second of pro wrestling to know, if you show someone a hot dog skin tanned, skulleted, bandana wearing guy with a mustache who's 6'8" and 303 pounds, red and yellow, that is Hulk Hogan. Ask anybody, they know who Hulk Hogan is. And he changed the game, and one of the first guys to venture into movies before anybody else was doing it. Say what you want about Hulk Hogan films, but I think he was the guy who sort of opened the door to have guys with better acting careers in movies, like Piper and Batista, who I could argue is probably the best wrestler turned actor, The Rock, John Cena. This all happens because of Hulk Hogan. And just shocking when he passed, because it's just like, again, I think Stone Cold and Kevin Nash talked about it, or Kevin Nash talked about it with Stone Cold in private, that's shared on his podcast. It makes guys like that, who we view as larger than life, question their own mortality when someone like Hulk Hogan passes away. It's just something that you don't think is ever going to happen, Aaron.
True. Hogan would have been one of the last ones I thought would go, just because he was immortal. But it just goes to show that even if you're immortal, you still have to tap out at some point.
Nope. I see where you're going with this, and we're not doing this. We're not having this discussion for 3 weeks in a row. All right.
We're not having it with your congested ass, anyways.
It's hard for me today. Okay. Hey, when we talk about matches of the year, one that I don't know if I'd give an Alpacy to, but was probably better than most expected, was Goldberg versus Gunther, the farewell match of Bill
Loved
Goldberg,
it.
Saturday night's main event. But I will give him an Alpacy for best post-match speech that aired in its entirety on a live broadcast.
Do you think they were going to do that to Cena too, or no?
No, I don't think that was ever part of the plan.
Yeah.
Though we all know that Cena didn't say a word, basically. But yeah, I think the Goldberg match was quite well. I think Ben Boone thought it could have been a little bit better. I wish Ben, and I feel like he feels the same way. I wish he would have moved quicker towards getting Gage Goldberg.
Well,
he just didn't move quick enough.
Well, Gage Goldberg's a college athlete.
He is, and I think like when we talk about pull aparts of the year featuring Ben Boone, I don't know if that would be the Alpacy that he would get the award for. Though I don't know of any others that stand out in the mind, despite the fact that he was on the show, about 50 out of 52 times this year for every week.
Mm-hmm.
That's how weeks work in a year.
Weeks, yeah.
What else do you got for Alpacy's? If we keep going here, we're getting close to, this airing on Wednesday for people on iTunes. It's almost a new year.
It's a new year, Shane Douglas. And my New Year's resolution is to fuck with the franchise.
Oh, boy.
I was just giving you a little rude humor there.
I gotcha.
All right. I'll tell you what, not just these professional wrestlers and these superstars that we see in and out of the ring on a weekly basis, sometimes on a daily basis, but I think we have room this year for a couple of special Alpacys. And I'd like to present my first Alpacy to the Alpaca Lover of the Year, Josh Excellence. A man who's been known to love and be loved by more than one alpaca at the same time.
I heard he actually has a thing for when a lady, or I guess it could be a guy, when anyone goes down on him with a little bit of cola and some Mentos.
Yeah. What about it?
He's into that.
Oh, not just a man or a woman, but also an alpaca. You ever see their tongues?
Did I say Mentos? I meant Altoids. Same thing,
whatever.
right?
I don't know what the difference is. Altoids were real popular, I think, in the maybe late 90s.
Sure.
Okay.
Are
they still around?
I heard as an alternate he likes when they use Pop Rocks.
Oh, yeah. Good move.
I used to have a girl who used to just use a standard ice cube, and I don't know if I was really into that.
Oh, I had one that used a Dr. Dre.
Oh, what? Okay.
Best I got.
That's fine.
I also got an Alpacy going out to the Peter of the Year. Can you guess who it is?
Peter Frampton Frampton Comes Alive. That album was like issued to you if you lived in the
Peter
suburbs.
does what?
Frampton Comes Alive.
Oh, okay. No, not him. He got 17th on the Peter of the Year awards, but
Oh.
that's only because he's no longer with us.
Damn.
But a guy who is with us is Pete from Patreon.
Why is he getting the Peter for the year if he's just Pete?
Well, because Pete and Repeat were sitting on a boat. Pete fell off. Who was left?
Tit.
Tit. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, who do you got?
Let's see. Well, I'm going to give for the worst question asker and most annoying question asker. So it's two different alpacas. I think I'm going to give it to Eric.
This is going to be what?
Eric gets the nod.
Oh, dude, you can't give him the worst question asker for the alpaca because I just gave him the best question asker for alpaca. And yes, my answer is a shiny Snorlax rocking a leather jacket. You? What's your Pokemon of the year?
I don't have a choice, but I do know that I went back and rewatched the final fight in the Pokemon first movie with Johnny this past week, and it's awful. They got
Okay.
like weird soft music in the background, and it is
Not the one in the detective movie with Ryan Reynolds?
no. I think we talked about this last
Yeah.
week, though. I'm having flashbacks.
Yeah, that's probably the sickness.
I'm sorry, what?
I think you have the suds.
How'd you feel about Brock Lesnar coming back at SummerSlam? Did you get real pumped?
Yeah, I guess so.
What?
I don't know. I wasn't as opposed to it as most people are, but then having seen some people in the locker room were like, I'm not real comfortable
Yeah.
with this giant of a man who likes watching women pee.
We
Not
all
too
have our
comfortable.
thing. you
Yeah,
know?
and I'm not saying that's a bad thing. All I'm saying is that it made some people uncomfortable.
Sure.
It's
Understandably
like
so.
how Tony Atlas, right? He likes a woman's foot on his mouth or whatever.
Or just being stomped on the face. Or
Yeah,
fingered in
that,
front
you
of
know,
people.
and that's kind of hard to see sometimes.
Happy New
but
Year.
I wouldn't ban him from my wrestling promotion.
Yeah.
Would you?
I
Would
think
you
that's
bring him in?
I think that's a little different, though.
Yeah. Would you bring him in to give John Cena an F5 at the end of a pay-per-view? And then have him come back and wrestle John Cena in one of John Cena's final matches?
We're still talking about Tony Atlas.
Yeah. Mr. USA.
I don't know if I'd even want to conduct an interview with Tony Atlas, and I did while he was in the back of the car.
Right, that was bad.
One of the worst interviews of all time.
They talk about
I did in my in-ring confrontation with him though that one time I did call him Saba Simba to his face,
yeah.
which
And then the Roddy Piper said, "You can't fool me. That's not Sabison, but that's Tony Atlas."
who are you trying to kid? Yeah, no, Brady wasn't there because he died. Bob Orton was there.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Bob Euchre.
No,
That would have been comeback of the year.
if Bob Uecker came back
Yeah.
from the dead.
Actually, anybody who comes back from the dead. There's only been one winner of it so far.
Yeah, well, that hasn't been proven.
What?
The
Who-
one person that came back from the
Oh.
dead. Are we talking about the Undertaker? He came back a few times.
This is true.
Yeah.
They don't make them like they used to.
What are you hoping to see in 2026?
Michelle McCool's return. I want her to host a podcast, and I want Undertaker to be her co-host. So I'm going the Alpaca for worst podcast of the year by a former WWE superstar, booker of AAA Mexico. The Undertaker's podcast with that dude. And then it got worse.
I haven't really been listening. I did listen to parts of the Survivor Series one they did because he
Yeah.
was like going back and looking at some of his outfits, and he was really shitting on his Batman style getup that he wore at the '96 Survivor Series, which
Yeah.
I never really found that bad. Like
I didn't either.
I didn't get why he magically became Batman for one night.
Yeah.
But I didn't hate it, and I wondered why he didn't do it again. He's like, it was bad. It was real bad. But I don't think it was.
No, and do you think it was as bad as when he opened up his cape and had the American flag on the inside?
I thought it was cooler than that for sure.
Yeah, because I thought that was the hypest moment in wrestling back in the day.
Oh, really?
Yep. I was like, unbelievable. What do they call him? The Lord of Darkness?
I don't think they were calling him that.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm
no.
just saying that right now.
He opened his coat for the creatures of the night.
And they were all Americans.
Remember when Jeff Hardy started calling his fans the creatures of the night?
Yep.
That was weird.
Yeah, but in all fairness, he knows you're on Ambien.
No, I'm not on Ambien, though. I'm not. 2026, what do you want to see for real?
Boy. I still am waiting for that renewed New Day push.
That's not going to happen at this point.
It's over, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, well then how about the R-Truth Ron Killings?
Well, his firing and rehiring was a big story for about 2 weeks there in 2025.
All right.
Didn't really go anywhere. He cut his hair, and I mean, his match with John Cena at Saturday Night's main event was funny. You know, he had the Ron Cena shirt, which really got over big, and when he came back serious for that like 1 to 2 week period, people were into it. I mean, this was a real situation. People are still questioning whether or not that was legit. It was legit. It was a real.
Well, now that
thing.
he's not getting a push or anything, and he's not featured at all, I tend to say it's on the shooter's side. Because if they really wanted him back, they would have came back, and he would have had all the fire in the world. They would have put the straps to it. I bet him and Cena would have been tag champs. Were they ever tag champs?
No.
They fucking missed out.
No, I mean, Cena did have a lot of random tag partners over the years.
Yeah.
You
It would have
know.
been nice to have a John Cena, Ron Cena tag team beat the Judgment Day, and then the Judgment Day win the belts back or something.
You wanted that
And
in
then-
2025 and not like, I don't know, John Cena and The Rock aligning, maybe teaming up.
No, we know that doesn't work. I'd rather have John Cena and R-Truth team up, beat them for the belts, lose the belts back to him, and then John Cena get his Intercontinental title shot.
Mm.
The world will never know.
Yep.
So,
Very unfortunate.
yeah. What about Lindsay Makowski?
Yeah, what about her?
What award did you give her for Alpacy this year? The animal lover?
Only female listener of the show.
Stop. There's
What?
a cutie straw out there somewhere that's very, very disappointed in you.
I don't believe that she's listening.
Okay. What about Christy?
Christy might be listening.
Yeah, thought so.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, long-time listener, first-time caller, Christy Hemme. She's a big fan of the show. Remember when Stacy Keebler was listening to the show?
That's not true, but we did have that one lotion product thing, eye cream.
Yeah, I think
whatever.
we're pretty good.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that wasn't our base. Ours were more of the ball shavers for a while.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah, that really got over. I don't know. 2026, I'm hoping to see in wrestling. You know, I'd like to see LA Knight win the Rumble. I know he's not the pick, but I do.
That's what I picked.
I'm standing by my prediction that they did the beatdown to have LA Knight win the Rumble. I would like to see Drew McIntyre win the WWE title at least for a cup of coffee before WrestleMania. I think there's a lot of potential big matches that they can do. I really hope they don't do Roman and Cody again, which is what they seemingly were teasing at the end of Survivor Series.
Yeah, I didn't get that.
But, you know, I think there might be a way to do like, you know, Drew wins the title for a cup of coffee. Maybe, imagine a scenario where, because I think maybe Braun Breaker could beat Punk, right? Because I said in theory if LA Knight wins the Rumble, logically he would want to challenge someone that he's out for revenge against, and it would be the Vision and Braun Breaker, because who knows if we get Seth Rollins back, which also maybe we can get Seth Rollins back to maybe do something to help LA Knight, right, to win the world title at WrestleMania. Maybe you could do something, at bare minimum that way. But what if, hypothetically, LA Knight challenges Braun Breaker WrestleMania for the world title. CM Punk doesn't have a title. Drew McIntyre wins 3 stages of hell. What if there was a way for CM Punk to be the guy who beat Drew McIntyre before WrestleMania on a whim, and then we could do CM Punk versus Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania?
Oh, man, give me that all day.
Yeah, for the WWE title.
I don't care what title it's for.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know
give
what
that to
Roman
me.
does at this
What does
point.
Gunther do?
Some
People have said Lesnar. Some people have said Orton.
I don't think Orton's a thing because I
No.
don't think. I think Lesnar was the original idea, but if they're gonna, if the idea is that he's retiring guys, and that they're gonna do SummerSlam 2026 in Minnesota or whatever, or 2027, whatever they're saying.
Yeah.
I think they won't do that now, but do they want to do a whole year of AJ stuff, or do they just want to do AJ versus Gunther? And if AJ loses, he retires at WrestleMania, right? Like, could that be a thing? They teased it his first night out after the Cena victory. I could see them doing AJ and Gunther, and they've never done that match.
God, for some reason, I think it's going to be Magic.
Magic Johnson?
Look, you need to wear a rubber. I don't care how magic you think your Johnson is.
Listen here, AIDS boy.
A little thing called AIDS going around.
I'm trying to think what else in 2026. I would, for me personally, I'm hoping to wrestle a lot more. I'm
What?
hoping to get my book done.
Why don't
know-
you stop that shit already?
I mean, I would like to stop at some point, but also someone would have to hire me to do other things. So it's part of the problem. I would like to move away from it if I could in the physical capacity,
Yeah.
So
Well, I hope you're blessed enough one day.
I hope that we can move to a weekly video in 2026. That'd be nice. I'm looking forward to my Disney cruise in 2026.
Ew.
What?
Nothing. F Disney, though.
Want to point out that, me and Christy for Christmas, we got each other matching Disney jackets. How do you feel about that?
Well, if I were you, I'd tell her, this jacket's going to look real nice on me, but I'd rather have you jack it off.
Okay. That's where you went, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wouldn't it have worked better if I just say it the other way around, where I just go, that jacket looks very becoming on you, but if I were on you, I'd be coming on you too. It's different if I said that.
About jack it off?
I think it's better than jacket off.
All right. Hey, what's your opinion on these little Jesuses that people have been putting in, like, Walmart bathrooms?
I don't know anything about that.
It's like a new game, so look at that right there. I'm showing Greg a picture right now.
Jesus loves you. Found this little fellow at Chestnut Walmart hiding in a shirt rack. Okay.
See, now I found one the other day. I went into the restroom, into the men's room, and Jesus was staring at me.
Yeah, there's nothing I like more than when I go into a public place and I'm getting Christianity pushed upon me. I love when I go into the bathroom and I just see like what appears to be like $100 bill. I'm like, ooh, and then I flip it over and that says like, this isn't money. This is more valuable than money. This is a message from God. And then that's when I like crumble it up and throw it in the toilet. So, yeah. Is this the way we're going to ring in the new year? Because
We got a little bit more that I wanted to talk about. Something real controversial.
we're pretty close here on time.
My gosh. Let's just start counting down then.
Yeah, okay.
All right, what time is it? How much time do we have? What time is it?
12:50.
11:15. 10 minutes. What are you guys gonna do at midnight? Why don't you just be early? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You guys sure are quiet for a bunch of people. For a whole bunch bunch of sexy people. All right, sing this song with me, okay? As loud as you can. Bring in the new year. Sing it. Sing your heart out. Are you ready?
Yes.
If you don't know the words, just yell. Okay, here we go. Games, changes, and fears. When will they go from here? When will they stop? I believe
Jamie
that
Kennedy is with two of the biggest freaks in Hollywood right now on stage.
Okay.
Jamie,
Hey,
who are you
Stu,
with?
hold on. I'm with my two lovely ladies. Girls, what's your resolution for 2013?
Just get rid of all my
I think it's about
haters.
time.
All your
10,
9,
8,
7,
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Wait a second. Where's
What?
the chicks?
There's no what?
We don't have any chicks here.
It is a new year.
Well, what do we do?
It's 2026. Yay!
I thought it
It's
was
been great.
2026-7.
No.
All right. Well, shut up and kiss me under the
No. Well,
mistletoe.
now hold on. We're not kissing yet. We
Oh,
gotta.
yeah, you're sick.
We got stuff to plug.
All
Hey,
right, put a mask on.
what Alpacys did we miss out on?
No, seriously, so I know that I'm not kissing you.
We didn't even name a man and female wrestler of the year.
I know who you got.
Who do I have?
The what was that guy's name? Somebody the Adonis. He was in NXT.
You're talking about who just won the U.S. title?
No, that's Carmelo
Oh,
Anthony.
the other guy. That's not Carmelo Anthony.
He plays
Carmelo
basketball.
Hayes.
Yeah,
That
him too.
the Adonis guy got released,
Yeah,
so he's been released since like March.
right. So I got him as.
So you think I
male.
would pick him? Okay, male wrestler of the year.
Yeah,
Yep.
Shad the Adonis or whatever his name was.
That's no.
Okay.
Yeah.
If I'm going the whole year, I'm gonna say Dominic Mysterio.
That's not a bad choice.
It sucks though because I picked him for other stuff. I'm gonna have to look through again. Okay.
Come on.
The guy that goes, yeah, boy, whatever his name is. Yes, boy. Him, Pretty Deadly #2. I like him.
Really? That's your
That's my
choice.
male wrestler of the year. Pretty Deadly #2. Yours?
Yeah.
Is yours Pretty Deadly #1? Because he's been hurt a while.
No, I'm not
Okay.
gonna pick him. Consistently I enjoy. For me, it's either Cody Rhodes or Seth Rollins. I've enjoyed
Ew.
them very. What?
Seth Rollins. Sick of his
As
ass.
as a wrestler, yeah, I
Okay.
enjoy Seth Rollins.
No, I got. Never mind. Mine was false. I know who.
Okay.
Obviously, male wrestler of the year, Johnny Gargano. My best friend. I'm like an uncle to his son. A lot of people think so. Me and him do this thing. You gotta get it. I go, don't say 6'7", and then a little Quincy goes 6'7", 6'7".
Quincy.
Johnny's son. You probably don't know him that well, but I'm like an uncle to him.
I got you.
He's like a nephew to me.
Female wrestler of the year. I would probably, as far as like character work. Listen, the end of the year, you know what's got me? Becky Lynch, where she's doing a whole gimmick where she's acting like Donald Trump on social media.
Yeah.
It's I'm pretty into it.
Okay. I haven't noticed any of that, and I
Yeah.
do remember like some god awful matches that she had where she was just trying to do things that looked like she couldn't do anymore. I'm not into her really. I will tell you who my female wrestler of the year is. Candice LeRae. One of my best
Suck
friends. One of my very best, closest personal friends. #1, tremendous at baking.
Anyways, I'm gonna say probably for real though, Io Sky,
Oh, then yeah.
female wrestler.
Yeah, I'll take her.
Okay.
Although I'm really torn because I like Willow Nightingale.
Yeah.
Yeah. She didn't hold really world titles. I don't think this year. Maybe
got
she's
tag
a world
titles.
tag
Tag
title
titles.
now, yeah.
with Harley
But-
Cameron.
Everything she did, she was good at.
Harley Cameron might be most improved.
Harley Cameron, yeah.
She's
no,
amazing.
most improved Maxine Dupree. She said they said it on WWE. I watched them
I
say
would
it.
pick Harley
The
Cameron.
announcer said it.
I think legitimately Harley Cameron's the most
Okay.
improved. So
Yeah. Or that one you like that was in from Scotland. She wrestled for AIW.
who?
Sister Abigail. Or not Sister Abigail.
You think she's the most?
Who's that one? Nikki Cross.
You think she's the most improved?
I think she might be the most woman wrestler of the year.
That's the end of the show this week. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube at Iron on Wrestling or wherever you download podcasts, iTunes, Spotify, all that good stuff. Follow us on social media at Iron on Wrestling. Check us out on patreon.com/Iron on Wrestling for a buttload of bonus content starting at $3. $3 for audio, $5 for video, $9 pick a subject, and get involved in the Zoom chats that we do once a month. And $25 and ups get you something from the Howard Animal Steel package every quarter. So be on the lookout for that. Follow me on social media at Gregory Iron on X, Gregory_Iron on Instagram, Facebook.com/The Handicapped Hero. Go to my website, handicappedhero.com, if you want to book me for pro wrestling, motivational speaking, and pro wrestling seminars. It's going to be a good 2026. I'm looking forward to it. If you need a Cameo shout-out, I'm over there on Cameo. You can find me on ProWrestlingTees.com/Gregory Iron, which is linked on my website, handicappedhero.com. Buy my shirts, Aaron shirts, Iron on Wrestling shirts. And Aaron, what would you like to plug?
You can find me on X at Gregory_Iron.
That's
And,
not even my X handle, but
Okay. Well, it should be. And since it's not, I'm taking it. And pretty soon we'll have GregoryIron.org.
okay.
So,
All right. Well, hey, what a way to ring in the new year with all of you. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. And we will have bonus content over on Patreon, so check that out.
I'm on Instagram too. I'm at Eric.com.
Happy New Year, and from us to you, here is a kiss goodbye.
Give me that mistletoe.